you join us walking upstairs in Phantasialand as we come here for our second day at the park. So yeah, as we enter right through the leap of Black Mamba, the third best invert in the world, which is not the best because I've only ridden 4, but still, it's better than Inferno. The seats are incredibly hard on it though. And around the loop it goes. They're still running with empty seats, so really it's going to be a walk on. It's going to walk right into that queue. So, yeah, pretty much walk on today so far. It's really quite good theme, but other than that it hasn't got much going for it, because it's an absolutely forceless B&M. If it had forces, I would say it would be my number 2 B&M invert. But because it has no forces whatsoever, I'm going to have to say it's my number 3. Just in front of Inferno. And here's the back of the queue. As we enter over the station of Mouso Chocolate. I didn't actually realise, but it's one of them shooty rides where you shoot the targets, I think. But it looks like to be a very well-themed version of one of that. So yeah, I haven't actually done one of these by this manufacturer before. I don't know who manufactured it, but we'll see. And yeah, quite excited for this. We've only got this bit of queue left and then we're on. That ride was actually really fun, but it really hurt your arm because you have to hold the thing plus shoot the thing, and it really hurt because the amount of time you were pulling this thing to shoot the mice. Oh my god, it was so good though. It was really fun. Yeah, I'm not actually sure where the entrance to Crazy Bats is, but we're going to go to that because it usually gets a massive queue in the afternoon. I'm assuming Crazy Bats' entrance is somewhere around here. I hope it is because we need to get on it before the queue gets massive. Yeah, it's saying Crazy Bats this way. Right, let's go on Crazy Bats, a VR roller coaster. So on Crazy Bats, of course, it was a VR coaster, but the VR headset was incredibly bad quality and the ride was really rough, so it made it a really unpleasant experience. We waited 20 minutes, even though it's advertised as 10, and that ride's probably the worst ride here. But now, we're going to go on a ride that apparently isn't as bad, and that's Windja's Force. Windja's Force was the ride. I think Fear was better though. Fear felt a bit longer than Force did, and we found a lot more on Fear. On Force though, it does have an element of spoilers. Spoilers. If you don't want to have spoilers, click till a bit in the min. But you go on the track and it tilts, and then you go. It's weird. And then you have a little bounce track at the end. So yeah, there's no spoilers anymore. But yeah, I don't know what we're going on now because all the queue times are massive. So yeah, you can't really tell. I am about to go on Car Rider Adventure, one of the most surprising rides on this trip. It was really good, and so we decided we're going to go on it again. Today's very busy, so it's 40-minute queue, but yeah. So it's Car Rider Adventure, really fast, especially on the back row. It's so funny. The front row is over the top of the lift hill, before the back row is even on the lift, which is hilarious because you get whipped over the top. But yeah, now, because it's so busy and there isn't much to do, we're going to go on Fengju Palace. It's on 20 minutes. It's I think it's the Coma Man House. It might be Mac. No, it's the Coma. Yeah. What the hell was that? That pre-show, terrible. Some weird, like, fighting thing, I don't know. And then the ride didn't make any sense at all. I don't understand why that's a thing. And yeah, that should not be in a world-class park like Phantasialand. I think I might have found a ride worse than Ghost Train at Thorpe. That ride is the worst ride in the world. What was that? I don't actually understand what that was. But it didn't make any sense. I couldn't help laughing in that. It was hilarious how bad it was. It was actually shocking. So I've decided to go in the single rider queue because the main queue exceeds 60 minutes. And we don't take long to wait in that. So I decided to go in single rider. So we just come off of Taron there. And we went in the single rider queue, waited half an hour, and because they couldn't find any twos, me and my mum got on together. So that is not bad at all, and I'm not complaining. There she goes. Calicut is on a 5-minute queue, so we're going on that. So we're going to go on Mouse and Chocolate again. It's a very cool ride this, and so I thought we might as well, as the queues is not too bad. And now, after this, I believe we might be going on, what's it called? The ride, the Fly, that's what it's called, Fly. So we might be going on that next. So yeah, I'm excited for that because I love Fly. So here we are now in Rookburg. We're going to ride the beautiful Fly. Let's go ride on this then, shall we? Lovely, lovely ride this is. We have just been on Fly, absolutely amazing. So good. We got 7th row that time. I think I like it further forward and I like it further back. It's further back because those straights are a bit uncomfortable in some places. And when you come back down from an airtime hill, bashes on your shoulders. So yeah, that's not the best. But yeah, now we're going to head down to Taron and go for a single rider queue. So yeah, I've just come off of a single rider ride on Taron, second to back row, and oh my god, that thing has some whip, especially in the afternoon. It is 6:15 in the evening, and oh my god, that thing has so much whip. Yeah, definitely try and get as far back as possible on that. I think the further back you go, the more airtime you get, especially on that first airtime hill. You get a ejector on that. But now, as we've got 15 minutes to park close, Fly is on 35, so why wouldn't we go on Fly? As we enter to Rookburg for the final time, I just can't believe that I've actually ridden Fly, and Taron for that matter, who when I became like a theme park enthusiast in like 2020, I heard about Fly opening and how good Taron is, and I can totally agree with those reviews, even 4 years later. But yeah, as we enter Fly's lackluster entrance for the final time, as we ride this beautiful flight coaster. We're just ready to Fly for the final time. I can't believe how good that ride is. I hope that if Alton Towers do take away Galactica, I hope they replace it with one of these. This is amazing, and added with this amazing theming is actually a world-class ride, and that is why it's my number 2 coaster of all time. That corkscrew there always takes me by surprise, because it always feels like you're going in for like a corner, and then it just flips. It's so weird. But yeah, this is gonna be it for this like German trip. Of course, we're going to Towers on Sunday. But yeah, this park has been amazing. So is Rover Park. This has been my favourite ride of the German section of this trip. And yeah, well, except for Dancing Dinghy, of course. Favourite coaster. But yeah, this park is amazing. It's definitely a must-do if you come to Germany. And yeah, this is going to wrap up our visit to Phantasialand. And I have one final thing to say to you. Stay cool. See you soon. Goodbye.